Hey guys, welcome to the stream. I'm not on video today just because I can't be asked, but yeah, welcome to the stream. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what happens when you use the new front-end skills with the new GLM 4.6 V model to see whether it improves a UI UX design that's already been done. And then after that, I'll probably also do a fresh one as well. I don't know how long this stream is going to be, guys. I'm just here to kind of test. Basically, I just want to see how the new GLM 4.6 V model does. Because yeah, I'm always interested in that kind of stuff. I did not change the thumbnail. I just realized I always do that. I'm an idiot. So let me just edit that now. How do you do that on the new thing? Oh God. Edit. Opus, so stupid today. Yeah, I'm not using Opus. I use Sonnet. Hey Bilal, how you doing by the way? I need a new thumbnail. Oh God, why did I do this to myself? Sorry guys, I'm just going to make a new thumbnail because I don't actually have one right now. Yeah, I stopped using Opus Bilal for this reason. So right now I just have this running. Let's just make sure this is actually Harbor. So I wanted to see what would happen if I ran the new GLM 4.6 with the Claude front-end skills on Harbor, right? So obviously this is on GitHub. I don't have to worry about ruining it or anything like that. Just give me 2 seconds though, guys. I just need to put a thumbnail because I forgot to change it. I'm just going to put this to, I'm just going to make this gray because it's the testing, live testing. Okay, there we go. I'll have to do. I just need to make it look different to the video because otherwise the video will do badly. That's just one thing that you learn about YouTube. So just let me finish this real quick. Sorry about this, guys. I completely forgot that I had the same thumbnail as last week. Haven't streamed in a while though. How is everyone doing? Nice to see you all. Wait, that's not a good one. No, it's that one. Nah, it's not. Let's do the dark neon pink. That's fine. Live testing, sure, okay, whatever, that'll have to do because I don't have time. Oh wait, let's just put GLM 4.6B just so people know. Again, sorry about this, guys. Just need to change the thumbnail. Okay. Jesus. What a shit streamer I am, honestly. I am the worst streamer. Okay, let's see. So 3001 is running. Can you make sure the latest version is on GitHub? Just need to make sure before I make any changes here that I'm not going to fuck everything up. Okay, that'll have to do. Not too happy with that thumbnail, but okay. So it looks like we're up to date. Git commit, I guess. Okay, so there were some changes. Good to know. Let's push that just in case. Okay, so that'll go to GitHub now. So I can now revert these changes. Okay, so using the front end skills, please refine and redesign this app's home page into a $100 billion SaaS. Let's say don't look at the front end. Except the colors. Except the colors. I don't want you to see what the previous AI generated. I just want you to build an entire new front end by looking at my backend and understanding the agents, what the tool does, etc., then making a $100 billion. I'm just trying this as a prompt. I've found that adding like $100 billion or $1 billion thing actually does help. Oh, Susanna needs her meds today. Fuck. Oh, shit. What time does the pharmacist close? Fuck's sake. Honestly. She didn't. Why did she not see that? Such a noob, dude. Anyway, $100 billion, let me $100 billion front homepage for it. I don't need anything else, just the homepage. Oh, it's not the successor of GLM 4.6. It's just a smaller model with vision capabilities. I didn't realize that. My bad. Rip. Still, I mean, if it can't even code, what's the point? Oh, I thought this was the next model along. Why do they do that? So this is apparently a smaller one to GLM 4.6. Let me just check if that's true. Google.com. GLM 4.6 Hugging Face. Actually, I do remember that GLM 4.6 is 300 bill. Let's see. Uh, where is it? 350 side billing. Oh, it's a smaller model. True. But still, I mean, I just tried to use it and it was absolutely terrible, but maybe it's not made for coding then. So yeah, it still says that this is the one for coding. Interesting. I do it. Why does this model keep doing this? This model does seem really, really bad, actually. I might have to just try 4.6 instead. Okay, so this is completely removing all of my code, which is fine. Like I said, I can roll back to GitHub at any time. Okay, so this is not as powerful as GLM 4.6V. Let's read the model card as a comparison. So this is V. Oh yeah, it's 108 bill parameters. Okay, so this is the GLM-V family of models, right? Okay, interesting. It is supposed to be better, or it's supposed to be good with multimodal tool use, though. And I did just test that in that video that I made, and it definitely was not up to scratch. I really thought this was supposed to be the successor, though. That does kind of suck. I didn't realize that. Okay, so it is a smaller model. Recently, though, I've been testing Z.AI more and more, and it does seem really, really bad. I'm trying to find a good, cheap-ish model, right? People talk about Kimmy K2. I obviously already fucking paid for Z.AI, which is extremely annoying, but ciao, ciao. Thanks again for the GLM subscription. It's still live if anyone else wants it. Do you reckon I'll have access to the latest model with GLM coding plan? Yeah, you do. When will you deliver a live face-to-face training? What do you mean? Jow. Do you mean a mentorship, one-to-one? Do you mean one-to-one mentoring? Is that what people want? I don't know. I always thought that was kind of I don't know. What's it called? Like one when I hear one-to-one mentoring, my mind just switches off immediately. Whoever is talking. Same with affiliate marketing, to be honest with you. I'm really trying to find a cheap, good model. Everyone talks about Kimmy K2. Kimmy K2 is the best open weight model for coding. Open weight, but not open source. Interesting. Yeah, I might have to try this out, to be honest with you, because I'm trying to find a decent, cheap model, and yeah, this ain't it. Z.AI is not that good, honestly. Kind of annoying that they made me talk about them and then, yeah. So, what? People are saying Kimmy K2 is better. No group. I need to get out of Lisbon 1 week from zero to hero in vibe coding. Yeah, what are you asking me? Like, you want to meet in Ireland? And I, I, I mean, we could do that. It would cost, but I would meet you in like Dublin if you want to learn everything that I know. But yeah, there'll be a cost associated with it, obviously. Is that what you're asking me? Because I mean, we could make that happen. Kimmy K2 Turbo Preview. Kimmy K2 Thinking. Which one's best, Bilal? Do you know? I might just change the stream name to cheap LLMs. The whole point of this was to use Z.AI, but like it just doesn't seem that good, to be fair. Why did they change this? It was perfectly good the way it was before. This for front end. I might just put cheap models here. Cheap models. I'm just trying to find a good cheap model because obviously people are interested in that. GLM is only good for volume tasks, e.g. find this and research into the report. I even tested that and it was pretty shit, to be honest with you. Just Kimmy K2 thinking from what I know now. Okay. Models are open weight, not open source. Yeah, fair. I didn't really know that, but yeah, fair enough. Makes sense. I guess it's pretty much the same thing, right? It's just semantics, I guess. This keeps happening. Hello. I might have to change the model to at least use the change the model to GLM 4.6. Not V. Change. Yeah, I just want to get this done, and this just doesn't seem to be working. So I'll try Kimmy K2 after for the same task. I'll just I need to work out a way to get Kimmy K2 into Claude Code actually. So this uses Z.AI, so I could probably do the same thing with Kimmy K2, right? I've never done this before, so forgive me if I get this completely wrong, but I'm guessing that you just... I'm just trying to find a good cheap model because everyone keeps asking me what the best cheap model is, you know, what the best model is aside from the ones that I actually use, right? And everyone has talked about Communicative. They were supposed to sponsor me as well. These, I don't know if this one's Chinese, but these companies are so annoying, honestly. They reach out to me. They say, "Do you want to sponsor a video?" I reckon they're doing it on purpose. It's not just me. It's not just me. A group of people in your community. I think about it. Sure will cost. Oh no, group. Oh okay. I see what you mean. I mean, I don't know how many people would turn up to that. To be honest with you, Jow. Like, I just don't think that many people would turn up. So, yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool. Uh, you could bore. Continue. I wouldn't mind that, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't think that many people would come. So, okay. How do I me to import? There we go. Give me K2 thinking turbo. Moonshot has a page in the doc. Yeah, okay. Is this a fucking joke? Weird. Okay, yeah, like I said, Z.AI is seeming pretty weak right now. That model that I was just using, I didn't realize is actually not supposed to be a improvement. Oh, this is at least using the plan feature, so that's an improvement for sure. I do want to set this up, but I'll have to do this after, I guess. Okay, at least this one is actually kind of working. I feel kind of stupid in the video I just made. I didn't realize that it wasn't supposed to be an improvement. It is what it is, though. I'm just trying to help people to know if a new model is worth their time or not. It'd be so much easier if I could just set it up like this. Yeah, root code and kilo code are definitely pretty interesting. I like kilo especially. People love kilo code as well. November the 6th, we released the latest Kimmy K2. Okay, so these are fairly new models as well. I wonder if I could just get. Oh yeah, I could use. I'm trying to think how I could get another Claude Code running. Maybe just Docker, right? Docker really needs to do like a spin up Claude Code thing. That'd be really cool, actually. The issue is now I don't have access to Claude Code. Oh wait, I could use Claude Desktop. Yeah, true. Let's try that. I want to get. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set up another Claude Code instance so I can try Kimmy K2 at the same time, just because I'm curious. Anyway, what are you guys all working on? How you all doing as well? Thanks for tuning in. It's been a while since I streamed. I might work on postforge.ai depending on how long we stream for. I haven't done anything on postforge. I've just been waiting. This is a pretty easy setup. I think all I actually have to do is, oh, true. It's actually a really easy setup. So this is just looking. I told it not to look at the front end, and it's looking at the front end. Classic, 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 classic. Okay, this does seem better at least. Okay, I'm down. I'm down. Kimmy K2 will give you Sonnet 3.5 vibes. You'll see what I mean. Okay, interesting. Am I the only one that just wants to use expensive models? I know it sucks, but I just want to use expensive models. I just want to use the good shit. I could probably work on PostForge actually on Visual Studio Code, thinking about it. I've been using Codex Max. Jesus, it's so good. I don't know if anyone else has used it, but holy shit, it's a really good model. I don't really talk about it on the channel. I talked about it today, but yeah, honestly, very, very good. Very impressive. Can't remember what I called PostForge. Is it this one? Oh, that looks like it might be it. Is this PostForge? Yeah, it looks like this is PostForge. We'll see in a sec. Oh, it's done. Where do I see this? Really? That doesn't feel like it's done. Is it 3003? Syntax error. Classic. Is this PostForge? Probably right. Yeah. Yes, I might do some work on PostForge as well. So I'm kind of really enjoying this kind of stuff. I do need. Oh no, I've got Convex, Codex. Sorry. Can you look inside my eyes, this project, and understand my project and what I'm working on? I think there's a better way to do this, right? Or maybe not. No. Oh, isn't there like a slash in it? Also, for some reason, I found Codex works way better inside Visual Studio Code, and the CLI is complete trash. I don't know who else has seen that, but that might just be my opinion. But yeah, I really do not like Codex inside the CLI at all. I think it's pretty bad. Okay. As usual, just cheap models causing me headaches. I don't know what it is. I've never ever got a cheap model to do anything of any use for me. People talk about them as if they're good, but I'm just not seeing it. I never see it. I saw it once or twice with Z.AI when they first released GLM 4.6. Other than that, I haven't seen a single cheap model do anything useful for me. It's really frustrating. Like, I'm just wasting time here. I'd rather just be paying more money and actually getting something out of it. You know what people need to realize is I'm paying $19.99 for Codex, right? This is still a cheap model. I'm pretty sure that we're just a normal user. Wait, I need to go to ChatGPT and show that. So I'm on incomestreamsurfer@gmail.com. As far as I know, this is just yeah, I'm literally just I'm paying 23 a month. Like, how is this not a cheap model? I barely get rate limited and it's super intelligent. GLM 4.6 is pretty crap for dev. This is actually GLM 4.6 instead of 4.6V. How much in percent are they better though? I would say paid models are like infinitely better because you can actually get something done. Like if you're not a dev and you don't know what you're doing and you don't know about like certain like that you need to get an intelligent model to give the plan to the stupid model and that'll do the code for you. You're not gonna get anything done if you use a cheap model. So they're infinitely better, literally. That's how I look at it. Oh, that's actually not bad. This isn't bad. Only open weight model I actually use. Yeah, this isn't terrible. I mean, it's not great, but it's not terrible. This is like pretty decent for a free model, I would say. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's not great, obviously. Don't get me wrong, but it looks pretty AI generated. This is GLM 4.6. It was started by GLM 4.6V, but 4.6V is actually 100 bills. I didn't realize that when I made that video. Rip that video. I'll just leave a comment saying, yeah, I didn't know that it was a thingy model, a smaller model. I mean, this isn't terrible. I mean, you'd get probably about the same from Opus 4.5 without using front end skills. So I mean, it's not bad. This is 4.6, guys. Like I keep saying, start free trial. There is no free trial for Harbor. Uh, Beautiful. This is the new Harbor, by the way. I took Harbor. I took Harbor and I made it my what is this? Camel use cases. What? Oh, casual. I can't read apparently. I remade Harbor on my new build and I'm really happy that I did. It's now under my control. This was something I tried to do in the stream recently. I don't know if you guys were there for that stream, but yeah, Harbor SEO is now back in my hands. It's on Convex, and I cannot tell you how happy I am about that. It took a while. It took about 40 hours of pure labor and coding, and I did everything from scratch and from the yeah, but in the benchmarks, they're only 3 to 6% better. Yeah, I just think those benchmarks are bullshit, personally. The way they do benchmarks, and I'm gonna draw like a little kid on Excel Draw, right? But the way they do benchmarks is you basically train the model with a preset of the questions that you can expect on a benchmark. I'll tell you what it's like. It's like when you were a kid and you in the UK you have to do exams, right? And how do you pass those exams? You just fucking read example questions over and over and memorize answers. This is literally how it was in the UK. I don't know how it is in other countries. In Italy, for example, it's mainly oral exams, right? But someone who studies for an exam is gonna get a higher mark than someone who doesn't study for an exam, right? That's just, common logic. So same logic with the LLMs, right? They just basically push the benchmarks. They study the exams specifically for so that they get a higher benchmark. Like if you're an LLM company, right? What do you actually want to do? Make an intelligent LLM or make one that gets a high benchmark, right? You don't actually care about the intelligence of your model. You care about the benchmark because the benchmark is what people use to determine intelligence, right? The actual way to determine intelligence is to test it yourself. I don't think they do that. I think they do personally, but only XAI does that. I think all of them do it, honestly, personally. This is what I would do, right? I would do it too. Yeah, exactly. If you're an AI company and you want to be the most intelligent in the world, but you don't have $600 billion, right? The way to be the most intelligent is to get your LLM to study specifically benchmark questions and train them with prompting and whatever it is to pass the benchmark. This is what I would do personally, which is why I believe this is what big companies do. But I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Or by building an AI arena, yeah, exactly. Or just yeah, exactly. The LLM arena questions, right? They're literally just a preset number of questions. Well, I guess they're not preset, but they could probably find like what the most asked questions are, or there's loads and different ways that you could kind of make yourselves look better. I personally think that they're doing this. XAI is 100% doing this. 4.1 thinking is terrible. I've used it. It's absolutely shit for coding. What it is good for though is giving really, really nice, friendly responses to a specific set of people who are also the people who are likely to use LLM Arena, right? So like the anti-woke type thing, it will tell you things that other models won't tell you. Google AI models suggest using both GLM 4.6V and the standard. Yeah, for sure, on it. That makes sense because 4.6V gives eyes to GLM 4.6, right? If that makes sense. I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I might just continue with Convex because, to be honest with you, Codex. I always say Convex. Codex is actually a very, very cheap model. So ChatGPT pricing. If you actually look at the pricing, I'll tell you right now, guys. I'm using this. I'm using Plus. As far as I know, I've never ever subscribed to um, the $200 plan. The reason they're doing this is because they are getting destroyed by Claude Code. 100%. They will have lost millions and millions and millions of users to Anthropic, right? Because people know that Anthropic is better or was better. What they're doing right now is they're giving you Opus 4.5 intelligence for $20 a month, and honestly, you will not get hit by rate limiting, right? Which one is the least vogue right now? Gemini makes a good based impression to me right now. Yeah, fair. I'm going to build another coding MMO so people can test their AIs there. That's a really, really cool idea. I love that. So yeah, the way it works, in my opinion, is OpenAI is bleeding customers. OpenAI decides to release a very intelligent model that is specific to Codex that they say is not worth using in the API. It's not worth using on ChatGPT.com. It's only worth using in Codex. And then they give Codex users higher rates than Opus, right? And this won't be a permanent thing because they'll be burning cash right now. I'm telling you, they'll be burning cash on every user. They'll be losing money, right? Which won't make you hit the limits on, sorry, I missed that bit. It's Codex, right? I'm only paying, as far as I know, I really don't know how to tell 100% how much I'm paying for ChatGPT, but there's no way that I am personally paying $200, right? I don't actually know how to check. Your current plan, right? So I'm paying $20 a month, right? I've never hit Codex limits. I'm using the most intelligent model in the world. No, not in the world, but from OpenAI at the moment, right? I'm using it on ultra extra high thinking levels. It one shots features for me all the time. This is a cheap LLM, right? For us. But if you actually look at the pricing of it, what is it? No, don't ask about that. ChatGPT. God. ChatGPT 5.1 Codex Max. I don't even know if they have a system card. They do. Does this have pricing on it? So yeah, they always have this weird system card. I'm not sure why. I'm not paying anything and have Opus 4.5 for free. I'll swap over to that now. Also, did you look at the Spectre on Kilo Code? I did not. What is that? Ooh. Oh, they're doing stealth models now. That's pretty interesting. I reckon it'll be Grok. Okay, it's Mistral Large 3, apparently. Yeah, I'm not really that bothered about that, honestly. I just want to find out what the actual API pricing is here. Okay, so does it actually say like dollar bills? It seems to be Mistral but for free, yeah, fair. Mistral is open weights, I think, right? I just haven't had any success with open weight models yet. Um, Try Kiro. I will have a look. I can't find pricing on this. There it is. How much is this? Wait, that's cheap as fuck. What? GPT 5.1 Codex Max. Wait, this isn't a million, is it? Prices per 1 million tokens. GPT-5 is. Oh, sorry. Output is there, for fuck's sake. $10. Okay. If you don't want to pay anything, you can create a bunch of free accounts with Droid CLI. Did you see Test Movement Labs Tensor 1.5? No, I didn't see that. I'm not actually as up to speed as people might think, to be honest with you. I'm also not a developer. This is pretty interesting. $10. I didn't realize it was that cheap. Still pretty expensive, but still nothing like some of the other ones. By the way, guys, have you seen the OpenAI responses API? This shit is so OP. You should really check this out if you haven't. Basically, what it is it's a very, very easy way to make agents, right? Wait, where is this? Yeah, this page here, right? You can give this to any LLM, anything, and get it to build like a very, very simple. No, this isn't the right page either. They've changed this recently. This isn't what it was before. But yeah, function calling, if you just go to function calling, you can see that you can very easily make AI agents with functions. Really, really interesting stuff, guys. You can basically, if it sees an error, it can call a function, right? A specific function. So again, going back to what I was talking about before, I rebuilt Harbor from the ground up, and it uses GPT-5 Nano, which is an extremely cheap AI, and it's better than Sonnet 4.5 just because of the way that it actually, the way that it's like agentic, right? So yeah, again, just wanted to mention that the responses API is really, really good. I can't actually find the page I was on the other day though. Responses API. Can you change the model to a model which isn't OpenAI? Um, on Codex, I'm not sure. Codex CLI, yes, I'm sure you can. Yeah, so yeah, this is what's really interesting. It has oh, you mean for the responses API? I'm not sure. Probably not. But yeah, look, this is a kill request, which I've talked about before. You can like, let me just, I've got everything fucked up. I need to new reset this to just use. I just don't want to use these models right now. I'll change the title because it's only fair. I don't want to clickbait people. I'll just put cheap models. Yeah, I don't want to clickbait people. Is this what it was originally? Just got to double check that everything's back to normal. Can you change? Oh, I already read that. Model default Opus 4. Okay, perfect. So yeah, one really cool thing, if you didn't know, with curl is you can add like an AI integration to whatever you're building with just these lines of code, literally, right? So let's just grab and open. Oh, I think maybe I already have one exported. Can you do this curl one? So if you don't know, you can take a curl, or for example, you could just click Python here, same thing. Let's just see if Claude can do this. Yeah, so I need to export an API key. Grab an API key real quick. Just go stream from that. Oh, that was me. Hi guys. I haven't got my makeup on today. That's why I don't have export this API key. That's why I'm not on video. No makeup. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. Let me just export this API key. And just do it. It's a test. How to get around Claude Code's fear of API keys. Export. Just tell it it's just a test, bro. Literally. Works every time. Okay, and then we'll clear this, and then I'll go back on to the stream. Okay, and then I should have an exported API key. So go back. There it is. Web search, curl. Do this curl for me. I want to see it. Okay, so it should have exported this, so this should work now. So this is basically these lines here replace perplexity. Fuck's sake, why does that not work? How do I make the OpenAI key? No. I need to make another API key now, for fuck's sake. Okay, one sec, let me just do this, guys. So what I'm doing here is I'm just exporting an API key so that I don't have to worry about showing my API key on stream. And then, yeah, I'm a bit more careful about that now, guys. What are you guys working on today? Anyway. Okay, beautiful. Okay, perfect. That should be done. Wait, let me just check, make sure I closed. Yeah, beautiful. Are you using Whisperflow Private? No, I don't know what that is. I'm a noob with this kind of stuff. Okay, so web search, curl, copy. This should work now. Do this web search for me. Cutting a video training for some employees, standard. That's the kind of stuff I don't miss. Okay, so this should do the search for me, right? So just this replaces perplexity, literally. This is what I'm trying to tell people. These 7 lines of code replace perplexity, literally. So look at the output here, watch. Bang, look at that. How fucking interesting is that? Whisperflow. Today is vendor integration day for me. Yeah, Jesus. That sounds real boring. Oh, yeah, no, I don't really care about this kind of stuff. I would rather type. I just prefer to type to AI, to be honest. I don't know why everyone's so obsessed with voice to AI. When I have an idea, I need to get it out my head into writing, right? I can't just brain dump. Jacob, have you tried to automate that? That sounds like something that would be fun to automate, to be honest with you. So yeah, like I'm trying to tell you guys, you can replace Perplexity in like 2 seconds, literally. It's actually crazy. And then that's just one tool use, right? There's all these other tool uses. And then you can make your own tools as well, which is infinitely interesting. So for example, if I wanted to add a tool to this that uses AI to generate an image, for example, you could do that. You could also just get the code again from AI Studio and do the same thing. I might actually just try that. I keep trying to tell people how interesting this stuff is and how simple it is. Looks like Opus 4.5 is kind of decent now. Yesterday was terrible. Now it's good. I don't know what it is. I think it's what time you use it, literally, because I've been using it today and it hasn't been great, to be honest with you. I don't know. It's weird for sure. So if you don't know, guys, you can come up here, press get code, and then rest, I guess, would be good for this. I mixed that perplexity replacement. How was it? Oh, yeah. Fuck, the thumbnail is still GLM. Sorry, guys. Uh, It's okay. It's not great, to be honest with you, but it's not bad. 1 sec, 30V. I'll go through it again in a second. Let me just. Yeah, exactly. Timing is important. I agree. I actually love Codex, guys. I'm gonna be really honest with people. I think Codex is probably the second best coder on the market right now. Let me just image upscale this. This is how I do my thumbnails, if anyone's curious. But yes, so to replace Perplexity in literally 2 seconds, just go on Google, type in Responses API, find this page. So let's just go through that. So Responses API. Find this page, right? And then click web search. It says curl here, copy this, right? Okay, and then you paste it. You need to export an API key, obviously, so you can ask Claude Code how to do that. And then you say, wait, I'll just do clear so that this is a fresh context, right? So this is a brand, oops, this is a brand new Claude Code conversation, right? And we say, use this curl request to find some information for me. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to use their example because I don't know what else to do. And then you just paste this here and you'll get a pretty interesting response, right? So I've asked it to find a positive news story from today, and that's exactly what it'll do. So yeah, this is how you can replace Perplexity in anything, right? And this gives links as well. Previously, AI didn't give links with links, right? This is pretty, yeah. So look, they're here with links. So now what it'll do is it will give me links. So yeah, there you go. You've just replaced Perplexity, which is $1 billion SaaS, in 2 seconds using the Responses API. I might actually just build Perplexity with this just to piss off Perplexity, just to show how easy it is as well. I've always said what Perplexity did is nothing special. I've always said that. It's important. It's a lot of emailing for documentation that they didn't feel the need to publish. Work in higher ed niche. Some business are great. Others haven't updated their text in 15 years. Yeah, fair. No matter, it's $3 for a month. Yeah, true. Codex is my break glass in case of emergency code. I'm finding it really good right now. If I'm using Claude Code currently, like doing tasks and stuff, when can I use Codex? When Claude Code isn't working for you, just open up Codex and try it. Because honestly, I've had times where I've been with Claude Code for like hours and hours and hours, and it's just not been working. And I've switched over to Codex, and it just works immediately. So there's definitely something in Codex, and they're definitely burning money, and it's definitely to our benefit. So definitely check it out. It's very cheap. I use the $19.99 a month plan, and I haven't hit a single usage limit with a lot of coding, and I mean a lot of coding. So honestly, it's the best cheap LLM on the market. Yeah, also anti-gravity, true. Oh, wait, anti-gravity is free. I just realized. So if you use, it's pretty interesting. So they must be burning through cash. Jesus. Google is desperate. Maybe this is where all of the power is gone. We switched to higher quotas over a weekly refresh period. Receiving, okay, paid Google AI plans finally get fucking more. Jesus. Interesting. I did actually forget that Opus was in here. That's pretty cool, actually. So this is also a cheap LLM kind of. I'm trying to look for cheap ways to build, right? Oh, sorry, that's my thumbnail from before. Yeah, cheap ways to build, because obviously people like cheap ways to build, and I know why, because you may as well, right? If this can do an entire project for us, that would be a very interesting test. Anti-gravity is dead now. It's really bad compared to Claude or Kiro. Yeah, we just don't want to pay, right? A lot of people don't want to pay anyway. That's why I'm trying to work out how can we build something for almost free or for as cheap as possible. And I don't mean build as in like build some crap. I mean like actually build something of use. I tested this earlier on the service website generator. I'd be curious to know. That was 2 months ago. That's crazy. I'd be curious to know how good this the new limits are, because I do pay a lot for Google. So yeah, let me just show you Codex, because I'm telling you now, Codex is one of the best ones. I can give you a way to get a few months for free for Kiro. I don't like that you've put free in. I can't do things like that. I'm a YouTube content creator, so I need to be very, very careful with things like that. Please don't talk about that in the chat either. Unless it's not like, bad, then feel free. So yeah, like I said, guys, I'm trying to work out ways to build for cheap or for free. That's kind of my whole thing right now. I might actually try this with anti-gravity instead. But yeah, I just don't trust anti-gravity, so I won't use it on my project, my important project. I do need to. Oh shit! I just fucking wasn't supposed to show that. So yeah, let's just think about this. So this is postforge.ai, which, if you don't know, guys, this is something I built just very recently. No, it's not bad. Okay, fair. Yeah, this is the back end of postforge. One thing I found that's really nice is having Claude Code and Codex working at the same time. I love that. Can you get my? I think it is running. Oh no, it's running here. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's make some changes to postforge. I was thinking about this the other day, what we could do. Yeah, I would be interested to know what happens if we bring. As long as it's not bad, it's fine. You can share. So yeah, I was thinking about doing some SEO for postforge the other day. So let's see if we can get the what is it? I think it's design agent. I think I could do an even better one than this, though, to be honest with you. What is Kiro? Sorry. Kiro ID. Oh, yeah, I saw this one. I did test this. Interesting. Wow, this looks pretty cool, actually. Interesting. I wouldn't know how to import agents into anti-gravity or into Codex. That would be a pretty interesting thing to do. I don't actually know. Oh, agents.md. Yeah, that's how it works, right? Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get this code. Let's do it on Claude Code. cd dot dot mkdir live stream cd live stream Claude dash dash dangerously skip permissions. Oh wait, I need to get code. Git clone. Git checkout. Design agent. If you don't know what I'm doing, guys, I am. What? Wait, isn't it checkout? I swear it's checkout. Oh, I didn't put the full stop. Okay, nice. Yeah, so I'm switching between my different systems here. I have a few different systems. So now I'm on the design agent. Perfect. So now we can do Claude dangerously skip permissions. Let's see if we can get this inside Codex. So can you put this system, including the agents, into an agents.md file? Keep them as they are now, but add the agents.md. I don't know if these other IDEs and things, if they have the sub-agent capability that Claude has. I don't know if anyone knows that. That'd be a pretty interesting question. But yeah, I think it's pretty interesting that no one really talks about Codex. And it's actually pretty good. I have to say, I am a fan of Codex. I don't see that many people talk about it, though, for some reason. I don't know. Have you guys really seen people talking about it? I just haven't really seen it. It's really good at one-shotting features as well. I might just try that real quick while I'm doing this. Yeah, it's always the same shit, man. It's well annoying. You always have to set up an account as a developer and this, that, and the other. It's always been annoying, I swear. I get it, so that the bar to entry is high, but it's just annoying. No, not main, not main. Sorry. Jesus, I almost just fucked up my whole system. Oh, wait. This needs to be in the base directory. It's a bit of a complex way because you have to set up your AWS account and use it in order to use Kira, but a few months free or something. Yeah, true. That's true. Thanks for the tip. I'll talk about that for sure. Because also Amazon obviously wants to get into the game, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if this was pretty good. It's definitely underrated, but they need to improve, innovate more. Amazon Anthropic really understands what CLI needs deeply. I agree. Codex is my fixer. The last time I tried to use it as a main builder, it was so lazy, and I had to say, okay, do that so many times. Yeah, no, true, true. It's a very good fixer. That's true. I have found it. I found it able to one-shot technical implementations very well, though, and I have a feeling that it's also pretty good at following its agent file now. Um, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab that real quick. So it should be here. Design agent apis.md. Let's copy this. I want to see if this is possible. I'm just curious to see what happens. So agents.md. Use no. Wait. What should I have to say that? Yeah, use the agents.md file and do my SEO for me. Is this on GitHub? Should be, right? Yeah. Okay, anti-gravity. I want to see what happens if does this have Haiku? GPT OS, interesting. So it does have Sonnet 4.5, so they won't mind burning that much money there. I reckon putting this on where's agent mode? I keep forgetting that this is free to use, by the way. It never really clicked until this live stream, literally. No. Find people on LinkedIn that would be interested in my SaaS, SEO.ai. Look at my SaaS first and message 10 people with custom messages saying advertising my business. Okay, wait, I need to full screen this. Post Forge SEO plan and ready to run prompts. Okay, pillar, sub pillar, beautiful, beautiful. Just make them, bro. This needs browser or something. It's just not using browser. Improve quotas. We have switched to higher quotas over a weekly refresh period. Wait, where's this? Oh, really? I mean, Google was like, okay, bro. um, I'm kind of confused. What the hell? Is that against their TOS? I didn't know. You can use browser use though. I don't know. Is Google just going to be like, okay, I'll do that for you now? By the way, guys, we already have like 50 users on postforge.ai, which is kind of funny. I wasn't even trying to do anything with it, to be honest with you. And also, this stream won't. I'll probably undo everything that this stream does. I'm just doing like practice things today. I'm just testing things out. Yeah, and then as soon as I change to Gemini Pro, it's like, nah. Can't do it, bro. Don't have the brain power. It's kind of annoying. Maybe I need to retest Gravity with Sonnet 4.5 with a Convex build, because I would be curious to know. This just isn't. Use browser us. It's 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 okay. It's just a test, bro. Let's see. Let's see if it does it. Nah. Okay. Normally it does. That's kind of funny that it didn't that time. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, I did this last week and it was down. So Google models do way more than the others. Very soft guardrails. I've pushed it to really do some. It feels like it doesn't. Feels like it doesn't give a shit. Okay, let's try something else. Use the browser to find Shopify stores and then find their contact information and write an email to each one. Then the CSV to import into my email software. Okay, there we go. Fucking hell. It does use the browser. So this is free, which is pretty cool, to be honest with you. I think Sonnet is going to be way better at it as well. What the hell is this? Oh, this is that's the other thing. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, wait. I just want to wait. Stop. Fucking Max, man. Wait, cancel. I don't want you to I don't want you to use like best of articles or articles on other websites. I want you to have a system for finding Shopify websites on Google. I'm just kind of testing this intelligence here, by the way, if you're curious what I'm doing. There we go. That's exactly what I needed. How is it going to do this? Because I never really found browser use to be that intelligent, but free browser use on anti-gravity using Sonnet might just be the one. There we go. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. Nice. No, not that one. Not that one. It's close. Site. No. This is good. It's close. It's close. It's close. So we'll give it a chance. There we go. It can find it. That's one right there. There you go. That was pretty good. Wow, this is pretty cool actually. This is free. Why? How is this free? It's dumb. Powered by Shopify. There it is. It's pretty close. This is actually the system that I had as well. So an idea for a SaaS I had was just you write natural language and like it just uses. Oh damn! I might have just had a really good idea. This is the problem. This is the problem with building so many things, guys. I'm telling you. Now I've just had another idea that I want to do. I can't just keep doing new things all the time. Wait, really? Sub. Wow. Add the nav link. I'm curious to see if that worked. They can't be that good pages though. It's impossible. Yeah. I wonder what happens if I say, um, actually skip permissions. Use the exported API key I have on my system to do a web search. I want you to find Shopify stores through natural language queries only. For example, if I say find me 50 Shopify stores, don't want you to, don't want the ChatGPT search to just. How much would you pay for an AI project manager that keeps tabs on all your projects and ideas? Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. Good question. I'd probably just make my own. That's the problem. I'd make my own and then I'd get lost making it and then I'd forget what I was doing and then it would have defeated the purpose of the thing in the first place. I don't want the ChatGPT search to just look for other like best of sites, but to literally um, find a system using in-text and in-site search operators with natural language to find the site. I'm just in testing. I need you to iterate on prompts you give OpenAI to find the result. This is pretty interesting, I can't lie. Getting AI to code AI is infinitely fascinating, honestly. Let's see if this is working. Okay, interesting. This is definitely a Shopify store, you can just tell by looking at it. Look at that. Checkout.hardware.shopify.com. Very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. So let's just see if this works. This is Codex's attempt at the ChatGPT agents.md file generation. Be curious to see if this works. Let's just see where this is running. How would the AI work that tells you what you're working on though? Would it just, I guess, look at GitHub, maybe? Okay. Wow. Codex did not do a bad job, I have to say. Are these all fully SEO'd? Interesting. This isn't bad. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Like, it would need upgrading, I think, but like, oh, it already has breadcrumbs. Interesting. Wow, it's very closely followed the prompt. Probably one of the closest I've ever seen. Wow. I might have to just launch, not launch, but I just want to see if some of these rank, to be honest with you. So this is one of the better attempts I've ever seen at following, and it didn't even use sub-agents or anything. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so interesting. Wow. Okay. So I mean, in a very short amount of time, it created all of those, which is very interesting. I'm pretty impressed by that, I have to say. I think the design of these could be even better, like the homepage, but amazing job. Let's improve the design to make it look like a one. I'm kind of memeing there, just so you know. It's just a bit of a meme. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty good. That just did my SEO over my SaaS in like 5 minutes. Okay. How does it know that that's on Shopify though? How does it know that that's on Shopify? This doesn't look like it's on Shopify. It is on Shopify. Wow. How did it know, or is it just guessing? Sorry guys, I know I'm doing 50 things at once. This is what an average day looks like for me, just so you know. This is on Shopify, but how did it know? Because it contains all of those things. Oh, okay, it has to contain both. Wow, interesting. Very interesting. That did not take that long for it to find. I wonder if we could expand this and then, holy shit, I think I might have a SaaS, boys. Because I would pay for this. We were considering paying for it. We just paid for this. Like say, we literally just paid for this. I wonder if this can. Guys, this is just replacing scraping with and fuck. That's really fucking OP actually. Yes, that worked. It found 8 stores' actual email addresses. What? This is replacing so many SaaSes, guys. You don't understand. Look at this lead gen from 3 or 4 lines of code. What the fuck? That's crazy, actually. Okay. Yo, the fact that it can get a Shopify site and its contact information is absolutely crazy. That is, uh, wow, wow, wow. Imagine that you just have a natural language thing that you come and you say, I need 50. Wow. This is so cheap as well. You guys don't understand. Actually, I don't know how much tool use is, but this is what, using GPT 4.1. So we could change this to nano, some kind of nano model. That's pretty mad. This is still trying to do the same thing, right? Anti-gravity. Anti-gravity is trying to do the same thing, and like Claude plus the responses API just finished. That is, guys, do you have any idea how insane this is? With what are you sending out the cold emails? I'd probably use resend, but I don't know if that would work for. I mean, this would just be, I would be selling the leads, right, at first, but I guess we could also do the cold email outreach. Damn true. I don't know a single US state, for fuck's sake. Don't build SaaS anymore, build this. Okay, I mean, that's not a great way to do it, but That's Google Maps, and that is, guys, this is beyond. You don't understand how good this is. This was like one of the biggest challenges I had was that's crazy. It gets fucking Google results. Guys, you don't understand. You don't understand. This is people pay for this. I'm telling you. People pay for all of this info. This actually changes everything. One of the biggest things I've been working on is web scraping, right? For the last year and a half. I would tell you right now, this is a massive upgrade. You don't have to write a single line of code, literally, because it's all just using AI. And it's not using your IP, so you're not going to get banned. But not legal advice. Not hashtag not legal advice. I'm going to say that 10 times. Look at how it works. Oh my god, this is so fucking OP. Guys, also, just so you know, I'm going to build this 100%. I've already decided I'm going to build this. Whether I build it on stream or not, it's up to you guys. Should I build it right now, or what do you think? What my idea would be to use the agents SDK as I'm using Claude Code right here. Next.js with its own server, or whatever, with a Node backend. Might use Python, to be honest with you, because I prefer Python. Break this down as a use case. Okay, good point. So right now, right, if you look at the big companies, you can buy leads from big companies right now. It's expensive, and they only sell like whatever 100,000 at a time. It is super expensive. Um, there's no real like control. You have to pay for Clay.ai. I'm not vibe coding, and I'm not gonna vibe code this either. Clay, I don't know how to spell Clay. It might be that actually. You have to pay for Clay to make the leads better, right? As in like find LinkedIn, find phone number, find address, find Google My Business, all that shit, right? All of that is just added expense over and over and over. This is literally 7 lines of code, uses AI plus Claude SDK. So this is the complicated part, right? This is complicated. Complicated. Um, builds queries that finds specific output on the fly, can scrape everything from GMB to anything else. Cost will be much lower, plus you could do like a monthly cost. Plus it's like for smaller campaigns. I think one of the problems that people do is they always go for like 100 million leads, or like I've got 50 million Shopify stores. It's like great, but like what are you going to do with that? If you do, I've always said this, right? Not people don't agree with me. I understand that, but 250 well sent emails is better than 100 mil plus badly sent emails. That might not be true, and not 100 mil. Let's just say 10K, 1K, 5K. I think this is a true statement, right? I don't know if you guys would disagree with me. I'm not an email marketer either. I do not do email, but yeah, this is kind of the use case that I have in my head right now. I could build this now if people want me to, for sure. Let me just see. So, wow, this is very interesting, guys. Very interesting. People would pay for this information, right? But not this specific information. The point is that it can be any information. Oh, you could even run like a fucking yeah. Look. So if I was an SEO company, right, I am an SEO company. I could pay for this info, because these are the kind of people that maybe would pay a company like ours, right? Um, if I have a automated quoting service for AI, then I would also maybe want to contact these people, which I also work on that. Didn't seem to be able to find a lot of these guys' emails, but that's not too big of a problem, because you could then do like do specific searches for each of their emails. This is quite a big build though, because getting them all inbox is a huge problem. Yeah, exactly. This is a complicated build. I can build it now. I'll just start building out the flesh of it right now. I can't use Convex, unfortunately, because I already tried to use the agents SDK from Anthropic inside Convex. Something about it, it's because it's serverless, I believe, and you actually need something specific. I'd probably use. I really want to use Python, but everyone would tell me to use TypeScript. I could use Fast API, right? Oh, true. I might use Fast API, and then I could just use Next.js with that as well. I've never done that before, but I think we could do that. So yeah, I just want to use Python. I just prefer Python. I've always found that Claude Code is better than Python. I've been building a LangChain agent that would spam web forms for a URL if no caption. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Powered by GLM 4.6. Nice. Cool idea. I like that idea a lot. So look, this is actually fucking. Oh, this is so interesting. Their email address is protected, right? It's protected. That's fine. So in this case, you'll just give them the link and they'll click on it, and then yeah, there we go. They got that email. Beautiful. So each of these calls, if you do this with Nano, getting all kind of responses. Yeah, nice. That's pretty interesting, dude. Wait, GPT 5.1 Nano. What's the pricing on a web search? GPT 5 Nano web search. Output is 0.40. Yeah, but how much is it? I don't care if it's. I know it's supported. Like, how much does it fucking cost? Okay, that's how they get you. So it's $10 for 1K calls. Yeah, no, it's actually quite expensive. How many have we done here? I mean, you could do one of these a month. That's not going to give you that much info though. It's not that many calls, but still, 100 calls, which is probably what you'd need, would be $1. Is that right? Oh, that's not too bad actually. 100 calls for like really like 100 solid leads is not that bad actually. So it's $1, and then you charge the client what, like 29.99 for a subscription or whatever. Yeah, so you can make money for sure. It'd be nice if this was cheaper, but I understand why it's expensive, to be honest. Okay, bang, look at that. So now this is info that you could easily output and give to the client, right? But this is quite a lot of searches. How many web searches do you think? My scrapers are on my VPS with residential proxy and hardware, fingerprinting and capture and puzzle solvers and work great. Yeah, nice. Sounds like you're pretty far ahead. 25 web searches. Okay, that's not too bad. Batch more efficiently or consider if there's more flexible approach. Let's scrape contact page directly. Yeah, true. You could just do that. What would be the cost for 100 leads on this pricing? It's pretty cheap. The model's pretty cheap. I'm not too worried about the model. Yeah, Marky, what I'm thinking of is you don't even have to worry about that stuff if you use this. So yeah, look. Do a full cost analysis versus other competitors that exist at the moment for it. I reckon this is cheaper than most lead generators. Okay, it's gonna use the curl request. That is so fucking funny. I find that hilarious. Fair enough though. That's probably how I would have wanted it to do it. That's actually hilarious. Hang on. Let's see how this is going. Just so you know, guys, we have a use case for this. So even if it doesn't make us money, it will save us money, if that makes sense. I'm gonna have a look at Clay in a bit and see, because I can just look now. I keep saying in a bit. Play.com pricing, because I remember Rowan was saying that it's fucking expensive. 24k credits, 36k a year, 36k. Up to 5,000 searches. Wait, this is confusing me. 229 a month, up to 5,000 searches. 25,000. How much is that compared to this? Build monthly credits granted each month. I think we needed this one, or we needed custom, I'm pretty sure. A scraper runs on OVH. Bro, I told you before I have a plug for cheap leads and cheap play credits. Oh yeah, I know, but I mean, the fact that you have a plug for it means that it's something people want, right? What's Clay? Clay is a it's like a lead. Um, it's a lead finder. No, sorry, it's not lead finder. It's a lead. The fuck's the word? Enhancer. You upload your leads and it finds better leads, or it like improves the lead, as far as I understand it, anyway. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Hunter's cheaper. Okay, I mean, it's up there, definitely. I think this is important too. Being able to really dig into the weeds. 1 second, guys. Let me just do something. Okay. Hey Fat J, I just had an idea on stream. I'm just seeing if it, I've been using curl requests with the responses API and just seeing yeah, the kind of magic happen. And yeah, I only really rediscovered this discovered this when I was rebuilding Harbor. And I used to have quite a complicated web scraper in here, um, which used Gina and things like that to basically find information on the internet, up to date information about the topic, right? And then I was looking at the responses API, and it actually has web search built into it. So you can basically replace Perplexity in like 5 to 7 lines of code, um, which is super interesting. And while I was doing that, I realized that it does something that Perplexity's API didn't used to do. I think it does now, to be fair, which is it gives links. And if you don't know, that's actually pretty useful because then you can use natural language to find leads, basically, if that makes sense. So I was just looking at building my own DIY lead generator because I'm just interested in that. Responses API from Perplexity. No, it's from ChatGPT, from OpenAI. Responses API. It's this one here, like web search. You can just use curl. It's actually really interesting. I didn't really realize until recently how good this actually is. And then there's also the Agents SDK, which I've been looking at as well. I just haven't had time to really get into it, but I mean, this looks super interesting to me. Yeah, so this is what you need. Input and output. Ah, interesting. This is how you do it. Fuck's sake. I use this for my app, for my research fact checking app, but I use Perplexity API. Perplexity API is pretty shit, not gonna lie. I actually would rather use the responses API. If you beat prices, if you can beat the prices I posted, you will print. Yeah, fair. I don't think I'll be able to beat those prices, but $5 for 1,000. What do I have here? It's like way more than that. 22.50. Yeah. I mean, I could probably boil it down. I could probably do that. What does all the info give? How much info does it give? Like everything? It's was it 1,000 searches? No, wait, OpenAI API pricing. I can't remember what the pricing was. I just looked at it. Where is it? Web search. It's $10 for 1,000 calls. I don't know how much the Perplexity one is, but it's this price. $10 for 1,000 calls. But its ability to find even GMB posts is pretty crazy. My search is like 12 to 20k tokens. Oh, well, that's based off the model that you use for the search. And then the web search is just a base $10. So yeah, I'm just looking at this, which is the OpenAI Agents API or SDK, which is also very interesting. I've been looking at agents for a long time, guys. It took me a long time to wrap my head around why agents are actually better, but this is why agents are better, right? Couldn't have put it better myself, literally. LLMs, so agents themselves are just LLMs configured with instructions, is not that impressive. These are the important things. Handoffs, which is like deciding which tool should be used next depending on the output of this tool, right? So if there's an error here, then the handoff goes to a different person than if there isn't an error, sorry, a different agent. Guardrails, this is the really important part, input and output validation, especially output validation. One of the things I'm having issues with, even now with Harbor, is that the output sometimes has fake images, fake image links, because it's not fully agentic. So I'm thinking again, this might be a solution to my problem. I might have to rebuild Harbor again, at least the back end. I hate this. The good thing is everything is on my servers though, so I might actually have to. I might have to just crack into this, guys. Honestly, I'm obsessed with quality now. Well, I always have been, but I just didn't know how to make my agents good. The reason I'm using this, by the way, instead of the agents SDK from Anthropic, they've literally it's just the same name. That's crazy. They're just fighting for dominance. Is because of price, right? And also complexity. I just realized, fuck. I just realized something. Sorry for swearing. Does this have? But it would be crazy after going to a convention, just prompting a SaaS, reach out to all businesses that have been on the convention with following copy. Ooh, true. Oh, that's a really good idea. You wouldn't even have to go to the convention. You know that those people. Fuck, Bilal, dude, that's a really good idea. Imagine an AI that does what we just talked about, but instead of you prompting it, it looks for, finds participants, and then emails them. Because they're going to be checking their emails like mad while they're at that conference, right? That's like work time. You're at that convention, you're there, you're in that mindset at that convention. I was just the other day I went for dinner at a hotel with my fiance and my mate, and there was a convention on, and it made me think like that they're in that mindset for like 16 hours, right? They're checking their emails. They're like ready to be contacted, and they're probably the big dogs in the company, the people that you would want to contact. That's actually a really interesting idea. Yeah, I've got a lot of things going through my mind, guys. You can probably tell right now. I'll tell you what it is. I'm like a kid in a sweet shop. I've just learned, and who's just been given £1 or $1, or maybe not anymore. Maybe like $10 now. Because I can build anything now. So my mind is just constantly just like, yeah, switched on. I have dreams about this shit, guys. It's kind of tilting. By the way, GPT 5.2 this week. Yeah, I saw that. I've been I've been keeping my eyes on that. Nothing yet, but it's kind of late in the day for a new model. So yeah, there's 4.6V. Yeah, no, nothing yet, but it'll be this week. Yeah, I'm kind of only interested in Codex though, to be fair. Um, hmm, that's a pretty interesting idea. Also, I feel like the people at conferences, they're the people who, the decision, not maybe not the decision makers, but the people who have the ear of the decision maker, right? Because you get sent to a conference if you're management, question mark, or maybe not management, but like not even necessarily management, but like you don't send the average employee. You send your best guy or girl, best person who you know is gonna spend that 16 hours productively and not just get pissed at the free bar, right? Yeah, true. Instead of paying people to run around at conventions to tell your agent. The problem is, Bilal, is like these companies, they're 25 years behind. Honestly, they're 25 years behind. Some of the people at that conference, it was like, some of those companies, they're not going to send an AI agent. That is a $1 billion idea, though. That is a really good idea, actually. Yeah, true. It could just network with the right companies for you. Yeah, that would also be a very good idea. AI conferences. Yep, only best performer worth the plane ticket, exactly. Fuck, and that's such a good sale. Such a good sales pitch. Contact the best performers in a company, not the or something like that. Obviously, AI would write a much better thing for me. Fuck, that's actually such a good idea. Like, how many conferences are there though a year? But they're not. You can do country specific as well, right? Like, I'm in Ireland, and I randomly stumbled across a what's it called? A conference. Most companies are like 10 to 20 years behind here in Germany. Jobs still print. Yeah, no, exactly. This is what I'm telling people. Like, people think that AI is like round the corner that's gonna do all this shit, but like the average business owner just is not gonna adopt. It's like crypto as well. Actually, I'll tell you something, guys. Something I've noticed is AI and crypto attract the same people. Sometimes, not everyone. Vibe coding and AI feels like the way the comments I get feel like the comments I get about crypto. 100%. 100%. Feels exactly the same. They're like mad gleam in people's eyes when they're telling you about some meme coin, right? It feels exactly the same. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not really a crypto guy, to be honest with you. I can see the use in it. I think Bitcoin's pretty cool, but I'm not a crypto guy personally. But the same, like, I think it's because like it's so widespread, or what's the word, like commonplace. Like, everyone uses ChatGPT, so it's like if everyone just talks about AI or crypto, which was the last thing that everyone talked about, then maybe it's like the people who don't normally hear about things hear about those things or something. I don't know what it is exactly, but it just seems to attract those kind of people. I don't really know. True, 10K NFTs vibes for sure. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. I cannot explain it, but it's the same kind of, yeah, like everyone has an idea thing. All people I know in AI own some crypto. Yeah, exactly. It gives same vibes for sure. The like build $100 million business in a week type shit, I guess. Well, I would have listened to my friend 15 years ago, then I'd be mining Bitcoin on his Nvidia card. I would be very rich, but told him, nah, bro, I want to play Unreal Tournament. Yeah, sounds about right. I almost bought some Bitcoin when I was like 15 for, maybe you can guess, at 15. But I didn't. If I had, then yeah. But obviously, yeah. If you live your life on if I had, then whatever. But yeah, I just think I don't know what it is. It's the same kind of vibe I got from crypto people, I get from people talking to me about AI. Everyone has $1 billion idea, right? Everyone had a crypto idea. I don't know. I think that's interesting. Anyway, um, I'm just looking at this idea. I really like this idea. This is ultra specific outreach to the decision makers in a company. Not necessarily the decision maker. Like, I know that my old boss would have sent me to conferences, right? That makes sense. So, and I would have read an email because I would be at the conference, and one of the only things to do at one of those conferences is to refresh your email. And I would have had the CEO's ear as well. I'm not seeing any negatives. Bit weird, maybe. Bit like creepy and privacy y, but I mean, it's a public conference. I guess how would you know who was at the conference? I guess you'll just email the email that everyone's on, right? You wouldn't necessarily email the person personally. Anyway, I'm just spitballing ideas, but I think this is pretty interesting. Yeah, and also just generally speaking, these two APIs just make all the difference. You can basically build anything with this. These two. Not gonna lie, I want to build this too. It's too good. Yeah, we kind of mashed ideas, Bilal, for sure. I think this is very interesting to people. I don't know. This is the kind of content I would want to see on Vibe Coding. And the week before the conference, you are on the lookout for confirmation emails and details. That's true as well. It's like you could almost guarantee like higher um, engagement. And if you really wanted to, you could do quick question about and then name of conference. Yeah, but this is pretty good. So what do I do with this? That's what I need. I need an. I fucking hate this, guys. Everything is just let's make a new program for this. But where do I put this? Oh, I know where to put it. That's not a bad idea, actually. But I won't be able to compete with you, so I can't do a side project, unfortunately, so no worries. Well, we can maybe work something out. I don't know, dude. You'd be able to compete with me. I wouldn't do this on YouTube necessarily. I mean, I kind of have to because I want to stream the building, but like I need ways. I want things to run themselves as well. I don't want to just always be pushing softwares that I've made on YouTube. So you could definitely compete with me for sure. Let's build me an app that takes my Excel raw brain dumps and turns them into fully fledged ideas. I don't know, whatever. Wait. What's the name of the model? Please don't put that. I always forget the name of these models. Always forget the name of these models. Okay, there we go. Why does this need camera? What? Doesn't Google give back URLs too when you do activate grounding with Google search? Possibly, yeah. Honestly, it was something that I had a problem with for absolutely ages. This doesn't really count. Yeah, interesting actually. Yeah, true. I wonder how much grounding costs. Oh, yeah, it's on grounding anyway. Yeah, fine. I don't know what the pricing is, yeah. Let's see. Gemini API. Grounding, 5,000 prompts per month for free. Then coming soon, $14 for 1,000. It's actually more expensive. It's more expensive as well, but you do get 5,000 for free, which is pretty cool. God damn, I need some water, guys. Hydrate. I'm gonna hydrate real quick. If people want, I'll build this tomorrow on stream. If I'm streaming tomorrow, I might just build this tomorrow, honestly, because this seems really fun. I would probably use OpenAI, honestly. It's just so much easier when you have something that just gives curl requests like that. It's so easy to build. Interesting though. This is pretty good. Was that one web search? How do I price this? Wow, this seems even better. You can't compete with Google on data. You just can't. Oh, no. That could be anything. Do not pass go. Hmm. I just used. Oh yeah, fuck's sake. I hate when it does that. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter where it gets the information from, right? Do it for sure. Would love to see that. Okay, man. Yeah, I probably will do that then. Yeah, how do I get the pricing on this? This is one of the most annoying things about AI. Like, how much did I just spend? Tell me. Oh, maybe I can see it actually true. Uh, Usage and billing. It was free, right? I don't know. So, generate content, input tokens per minute. Okay. What about the web stuff? Hello? I just don't get it. Like, how are you ever supposed to know? How are you supposed to know? There's just no useful information. There's never any useful information in these dashboards. I've seen these a million times. There's no information here for me whatsoever. It's just so pointless. I need to know the web costs. Were there web costs? How many web calls did you just do? I think it's on documents. This one. No, this one. Yeah. Love that you can just build an AI app just in such small. Oh, what is that? Gemini 1.5. Sorry, what? Does that even exist? Okay, it's using Pro. The billing lags hours. Oh, even worse with Gemini. Classic. Absolutely classic. Okay. What the hell? That was not expecting this at all, but okay, fair enough. Needle, Prism, cool. Pinpoint.ai. Damn, this is pretty cool. What the fuck? Honestly, Google AI is crazy. Yeah, my brain always wants me to do more projects. Same. Need to build a logger. This is really cool. You can just chat with your brain dumps. Okay. Thanks, bruh. Instead of scaling the current business and getting top tier at university, I do this shit. One thing I'd say, dude, is if you're at university, maybe you just try to get a first, what as we would call it in the UK, because it can really set you up if you get first. Obviously, it's hard. I get that, and like I was a bad student, but you can't go back on being a bad student, right? You can learn all of this, but you can't go back on being a bad student. Like I'm locked out of maths because I fucking gave up maths when I was it 16 in the UK, I think. So I can't do maths anymore. Not because not because I'm not able to. Like my maths is fine, but um, I'm not qualified. Right, I would have to go back and do GCSE maths from when I was 16, which is dumb. Like I'm not going to do that. So I don't know. It's just interesting. You can't go back unless you pay again, right? And you're probably already paying. I'm talking from the UK perspective, but the first is what's it called? It's this. It's like the um. So I got a lower second class. I'm doing quite good at mathematics. I'm sure, dude. You sound pretty fucking on it. I got a lower second class degree, which nobody in the UK gets. Everyone in the UK gets either this, which all my friends at university they got this, right? But if you're gonna own your own business anyway, it doesn't matter. None of this shit matters. This only matters if you want to work for someone. I can't work for people. I fucking hate working for people. So if you want to work for yourself, then gave up maths not a thing in the US. Yeah, fair. If you're planning on working for yourself, none of this shit matters, right? If you want to have your own business, none of this shit matters. Your clients aren't going to ask you what fucking degree you have, right? But your employer, if you want to work for people, and working for people is, I think, yeah, it kind of depends on what kind of a person you are. Hey, Kenrick, how you doing? Um, it's really up to you. But like, yeah, if you want to work for yourself, none of this shit matters. If you want to work for someone else, then yeah, a degree, like a good degree, is important. Normally, anyway, to get the job in the first place, because that's all they care about. Not all, but it's a good. It shows that someone has the commitment needed to complete a degree, which not everyone does. It's quite hard in most countries. It was easy in the UK, to be honest with you, but I kind of want to just build this, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This thing is pretty cool as well. The thing here, the brain dump into chatting with your brain dump is pretty nice as well. I just love university. Probably will stay self-employed. Yeah, you can do a mix of both as well. I think working for someone for a few years is good, but none of the rich people finish their university. Yeah, but a lot of them either started making really good money then and there, or had, you know, wealthy parents, for example. In 20 years, everyone is going to be working for themselves because of AI. Yeah, probably agree with that. That's like the top 0.1% Faccio, though, honestly, or top 1% or whatever. I finished uni. I struggled through it. I got a really bad grade. But they don't know in Italy. That's why I went to Italy, because they wouldn't say like what what level did you get, right? They didn't ask me that shit because they didn't know my levels anyway. They wouldn't know them. Pretty tempted to build either Idea Forge, but I'm sure Idea Forge is already a thing. Or and now that I have Idea Forge for myself anyway, I can use it whenever I want, which is the really cool thing. Like I don't have to pay for a SaaS for this. I just made my own in like one prompt. And now whenever I have like a brain dump, I can come here and chat to my brain dump, right? Um, which is pretty nice. So yeah, I can use Convex for this, I think. Let me just wait. Python SDK agents OpenAI. So this is why I wanted to check before, but my brain got not confused, distracted. Can one? Is this just API? It looks like it is. Guys, this is pretty fucking interesting. Did you teach, and for how long, and why did you leave it? I taught, but I did private language teaching. So like obviously most teachers you need like a degree in teaching, but the way it works with private language teaching is you just need a degree normally, and you need to be a native speaker, normally English. Obviously, I'm just going to put English, and all they really care about is you have a degree. So like I was a teacher, but I wasn't like a teacher. Like both my brothers are teachers. Interestingly, two brothers. You need a 2-year course to teach in. I'm just gonna put public. It's not the right word in British English, but I don't want to get into it. I'll just put state because maybe state schools. Anyone can teach private. Private schools are actually called public in Britain for some fucking reason. I guess it's because it's like publicly owned or something. So yeah, I was a foreign language teacher, right? A TEFL or a TOEFL, or I can't remember what it's called in the UK. Sorry, in the US. And what else do you ask me? You asked me if I enjoyed it, I think. Did you teach and for how long? I taught for, I think, 4 years, maybe. Some 6 months in Spain and then 3 and a bit years in Italy. And did I enjoy it? Yeah, I fucking loved it. I left because um I was doing YouTube and I was making like more money from a very small YouTube channel than I was teaching. So I just thought, fuck it, like I may as well just do something else. Money, basically, which is a horrible answer, but yeah, money. Both my brothers are teachers in the UK. They are both real. I would say real. I wasn't a real teacher. Like I was as good as the other teachers, but I wasn't qualified to be like a real teacher. Like I didn't have any of the teaching knowledge or whatever. But I will say that I was a very, very good teacher, and the kids did love the classes that I taught. That was probably because I was British in Italy, though, as well, to a certain extent. They just like that because it's something different to their normal teacher, smacking the table and stuff like that. So you're making me miss it a lot right now, dude. You're making me miss it a lot. But yeah, no, I really liked it. I really, really liked it. And Neapolitan kids are tough, but well behaved, and particularly well behaved with me because I was like I said, British in Italy. They have this kind of respect for foreign people who are there to teach their children English. And also, if you speak Italian, which I spoke Italian, I spoke Neapolitan, and I speak Italian still as well. So they have a real respect for that in Naples. Also, just in Italy generally, if you speak like, even if you say "Ciao, come stai," like they will be so happy. It's not like the French, who the French are like, "Fuck you," if you try and speak their language. But yeah, the Italians, even if you can just say like 5 words, they'll love you. I dropped out of sixth form. School is not for me. Yeah, fair enough, dude. It really depends on what you do and what you offer. But here in Germany, there are plenty of people who will ask about your degree qualifications, even an entrepreneur. Yeah, fair. I've been asked about my degree as well, actually, to be fair. Very optimistic, my friend. I think 20 years AI killed us all. Might have to agree with that. Not you, Claude, if you're listening, which you probably are. I'm always worried that I have this thing called crisp AI, and me and my friend make this joke that it's like listening to all of our conversations. Ragazzi, yeah, exactly. If you just come in and say ciao ragazzi, then they have this like big respect for you. It's actually really nice. If you ever want to take a break from whatever you're doing in life, and you're an English speaker, like a native English speaker, go to Italy and teach. It is so much fun. It's so much fun. Okay, anyway, this is just SDK as far as I can see it, as far as I can tell. So yeah, the problem with the Claude SDK is that it needs something on the system, so it can't run serverless. And I'm kind of obsessed with serverless right now. So MKD SaaS idea number blah 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 blah. Let's just write buongiorno. Sì, buongiorno. Ciao ragazzi, ciao Morello. Morello. Actually, it's not double L. I don't know how to say your name. There's this thing with double letters in Italian that just confuses the fuck out of me. But is this just API? There's no like prereqs to have installed on your system. Could this run serverless? Yeah, the problem I was having with the Claude SDK is that it couldn't run serverless. So I just want to know if this can run, or if this needs a server as well. This is Python. I didn't want Python. JavaScript. No. TypeScript. TypeScript. No. You got that Super Mario Italian. I can speak pretty good Italian. It's just my accent's fucking shit. I know. Even my friend who speaks no Italian already has a better accent than me, but it is what it is. I just can't. Gli accenti non ce la faccio. Volevo dirti. Dirti. Ah, okay. Okay. What about the TypeScript? TypeScript. OpenAI agents SDK. TypeScript. This is the one I want. All right. What about the TypeScript? Volevo dirti che hai una classe enorme. Ciao Morello, come va? Now we're all Italian. Same deal for the TypeScript version, fully serverless, compatible. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Interessante, molto, molto interessante. Aggiadiscere. I speak also Neapolitan. Aggiadiscere. If anyone's Neapolitan, then shout out to the Neapolitans for being absolute legends. My fiance still thinks for some reason I can't understand Neapolitan, but I can. It sounds like a native Italian to me, but only because I have no idea about the language. Now, people do say I have a decent accent. To be fair, I do speak. I speak well. I know that. I'm a linguophile. I love languages. Linguophile. Yeah, I'm a linguophile for sure. I learned Dutch. I learned Spanish. I've learned Italian to the highest possible level. I could have a full blown conversation in Dutch when I lived in Holland. So, yeah, I really, really do love languages. I'm doing this very slowly, but this is super interesting to me. This is just a TypeScript SDK, so this could be used by Convex. Might have to. I don't know if I'll do this on stream because this will take a lot of pain, but I might have to rebuild this on Convex. Dutch, really. Yeah, yeah. My ex was from the Netherlands. Ik heb daar, man. I can't speak Dutch anymore at all. But you can tell from my accent, right? Ik hou van jou. That, like, I've learned it. I think that means I love you, right? Or ik haat jou means I hate you. Convex has an agents component. Yeah, by the way, Kenrick, shout out for the old Convex. Convex shout out because I absolutely love it. I can't get enough of it, honestly. Yeah, the only problem with this isn't OpenAI, right? This is their own thing. I probably wouldn't use this. I'd rather use OpenAI's. With yeah, I don't know. I'd rather use OpenAI. Or am I just reading this wrong? I don't understand what this is. Maybe. Oh, it is AI SDK. Oh, this is Python. I can't tell. It's just like JavaScript. I just joined. Is Opus 4.5 good now? Still shit. It's been okay today. It's been okay today. For sure. Is this the same SDK? I can't believe I can't tell what fucking language this is. I'm so bad. OpenAI is the provider, yeah, but is it the same? thing. That's what I want to know. What is it? TypeScript OpenAI agents. This one, is it the same? No, it's not the same. Look. The import is different. Yeah, it is JavaScript, TypeScript. Okay, good. Yeah, I thought it was. I can actually see that. That's nice. Hi, Hamish. Great emotions. Thanks. um, I probably wouldn't use this, to be fair. What were you using primarily before Convex? Superbase, um, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. I went off Next.js, but I'm back on Next.js. I went through a phase of just using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript because someone commented that on my channel a million times, literally a million times. But then security is an issue, right? So I had to think about security because I can't just have people building applications that will just be hacked by any hacker, right? That would suck. That would really suck. And I have to think about that. This is slightly different, Kenrick, or am I wrong? Because this would use a different system, right? Hi Hamish, what's up? What happened to daily streams about Zero to Hero SaaS? Yeah, I'm still like it's still here. I haven't done anything to it. It'll be back at some point. I just last week I got kind of obsessed with remaking Harbor because it just kept breaking and people pay for Harbor and I really just don't want people paying for something that I've made, quote unquote made, and just didn't work, right? It was really affecting my mental because like I care about people, I really do, and people were paying for it, and it wasn't generating content. So I rebuilt the entire thing inside Next.js and Convex in the last 4 or 5 days. Ever since that stream, pretty much, I've just been working on that. When was that stream? Because I'm pretty sure I've just been working on that ever since. Basically, what happened was I'd made a load of changes to Harbor, and it wasn't working, and nobody even noticed. Yeah, it was literally the day after. I think I even tried that in this stream, right? This was very mainly post Forge, right? I think it was the day before. Not really all these agents really do is run loops with AI API calls. Yeah, the problem is if you do a web search right now using the responses API, it's really good. Whereas, yeah, I think it was this one, right? Amo sto in diretto. Anyway, yeah, I got really locked on with making Harbor work again, basically, and rebuild it on my own server. Kenrick, if you watch the beginning of this stream, you might know what I'm talking about potentially. I just mean like the OpenAI SDK version does pretty much the same thing, but then you're locked into OpenAI. Yeah, but if you look at the responses API, its ability to do web searches is really, really good. So like, would this work in exactly the same way on Convex, or is it Convex rebuilding this with a different system, right? If you understand what I mean. You can use the responses API in the AI SDK. Yeah, about that, the devs you hired, could they not make it? Was it a money question or they simply could not? Just too slow. Just we hired 4 full-time devs and 1 product manager, and I wasn't at the point at that moment when I was good enough to make it myself. So we thought our only option was to pay other people, and it just slowed things down. It just slowed things down. I see. Keep going, bro. By the way, did you see the Maker? Did you see the Maker framework thing? They mentioned that prompting one by one with microprompts can even let GPT-4 now finish the job without any errors. That's pretty interesting. Sent 1 income stream surfer's gift membership. Canatox received a gift membership from Morello. Thanks, man. I don't even know how that works, but cheers, dude. I hope you meant to do that. No, someone sent a gift sub, which I didn't even know was a thing on YouTube. I literally didn't even know that was a thing. A gift subscription. Oh, you can buy stuff here. Yeah, I did. I did not know that was a thing. But yeah, shout out to Morello. I need like a pop-up on the screen. Sorry, guys. If you're expecting a pop-up, I should really do that. Also, the chat was here originally, but I don't know why I got rid of that, to be honest with you. Yeah, I just don't know if it's exactly the same thing. Maybe I'm wrong. Convex AI, what was it? Component. It manages threads and messages around which your agent can perform in a static or dynamic workflow. But what's the advantage of building with this instead of just building it myself? I guess would be my question. Yeah, you can do that with Streamlabs. Yeah, I just I don't know. But yeah, thanks for that. What are you eating? Hmm. Web search is just a tool call. Oh, I see. So it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, okay. It will do it in the same way no matter what, is what you're saying, right? Because the way it does it is very, very good. I have to say, like, it's better than I was expecting. Burger or baggy. I see what you mean now. You can't send links unless you emailed it to me. You can't send links in the chat, unfortunately. That I can't control that. It just doesn't let me do anything. Yeah, it is, but the tool available outside the response API. You can use the responses API here, Kenrick said before. I just don't know the advantage, that's all. I just don't know the advantage of using this over not using it. Like, I would rather just build my own thing, but I guess, oh, I see. Is this like a... Oh, get it, I guess. Why am I even... I'll email, yeah, thanks. Oh, I'm on my Fine Body Cafe, but I've ordered it. Chair. Ah, ok. Scusami. You sure you don't want to order burgers? Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I paid for Convex, by the way. Finally, they got money out of me. It was her. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was him. It was the cat. It was the cat. It was the cat. That bloody cat getting me in trouble again. I don't know. I don't know. Why? I don't know. Ah, interesting. Interesting. Oh, please, not now. Wait. What? I... Oh, right. Okay, I need an API key. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, we have a hedgehog, guys. Oh, I saw. Yeah, I was using AI SDK. It's kind of annoying, to be honest with you, at times, but I see what you're sending me. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. I'm all piacere. No, I understand, Kenrick. It's just a web. It's just a tool call. I understand. Okay. This is pretty interesting. I didn't even know about this. People probably do need to know about this. Can you take me back? Okay, thank you. This is just going to send the same thing, obviously, because it's got no. Yeah. Okay. Wow, this is pretty cool. You can set up streaming in like 2 seconds. this is Open Router. What if I wanted to use OpenAI? Oh, OpenAI, okay. Or Grok, for example. I need an OpenAI key. Classic. 99% of my problems are caused by needing an API key. Oh, Convex is open source. I did not even know that. Candy. Oh, what is she doing? What is she? Candy. Look, now she's.
Candy, stop it!
Guys, we have a cat that is just completely mad, I swear. Candy, stop it. What is she doing? She's just picking up a straw, man. Classic. Candy bastard, I. Oh, I just showed it. Oh, yeah, upstairs.
What are you
Wow, pretty cool. That was a very fast setup. Henrik says, Candy, stop it. Oh, now you stop. She actually just stopped. Crazy. What the fuck? Good boy. What?
Can I use Claude Code? Please, I'm begging.
I need you to test.
For once I was using happily a fucking thing. I was like happily working. I had to go back on the slow harbor. Mi pensi.
Amo, basta però. Mu. Dai.
Ugh.
Oh, it's got embedding already. Wow, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool, actually. This only uses the weather agent, basic agent. Okay, story agent. So you can basically just build anything on top of that. That is actually pretty useful and pretty interesting. Thanks, Kenrick. Yeah, I should not have introduced Claude Code to my fiance. Big mistake. Guys, look at this fucking usage, right? And she wants to keep using this, and I told her no. I told her to use Harbor instead for content. Look at this usage. What am I supposed to do?
Look.
It was Candy. She did 8,684 web searches this month. Do you know how much that fucking costs? Wait, where is it? This is like 99% her costs. Fuck's sake. This would be a dream to me if my GF would say, "Can I please use Claude Code?" Yeah, fair. Why is it not showing the true cost? This isn't the true cost. Hello? I'm on my cat's avoid, man. I'm chill out, chill out. Be careful.
It's fine.
Be careful. Be careful. Yeah, so this is basically all her. This is pretty much all her. Where is it? No, it doesn't show the web search thing, but yeah, I basically gave a Claude Code for content writing, and I didn't. Oh, web search cost is 86. Okay, so the main thing is scraping those pages, I guess, because I don't use 4.5 Sonnet, right? I specifically put 4.5 Sonnet on her machine, so I'm pretty sure that was all her. But yeah, I should not have introduced it to her. Interesting. Where do you want an outfit for? What? Oh, I see. You put context there, obviously. Oh, this is pretty cool. I see what this is. This is just like a basic setup so that you don't have to dive too deeply. The cool thing would be if we could see the where's the weather thing? Like I'm not seeing that. What's the weather? I want to go to Paris. Oh, okay, Paris. Cold weather. Partly cloudy. Interesting. And then you build a web search agent instead, and then okay, right, I get it. I get it. Okay, interesting. This is possibly the easiest way to invoices. Also, I saw this as well. I don't know if anyone knows about this, but Clerk, which I use for Auth, has subscriptions. So is this a alternative to Stripe? Fuck. Okay, but still, imagine this might be pretty cool to not have to set up Stripe, right? I don't know how this would work exactly, but I guess their clerk ID would be. How does this work? I just don't understand.
Where are you guys from?
Oh, if they don't, if we don't have any, then there aren't any. What do you mean? Susanna, I understand. Londis closes late. I'll go and get some in a sec.
No, ogni cosa no.
Jesus. Jesus. Okay. Convex has a Stripe component. If only I'd known that before. Are you serious? Oh, fuck's sake. I should have known this. You're really going to make me rebuild Harbor again.
Um,
No, you can use Claude Code.
uh,
Just use Haiku. Use Haiku.
what?
I'm all. When you listen. When you're inside Claude Code, are you inside Claude Code?
No.
Do slap. Well, go inside Claude Code then. I'm all. Please. You are inside Claude Code. Right, slash model. Slash the one next to it. No, that one. That one. Model. Yeah, press enter. Press enter. Press enter. Go down to Haiku. No, you got to use the. Press enter. Okay. Okay. Now you can continue. Just as you were before.
Does it work?
Yeah, it works. It's just it's too expensive to use Opus or Sonnet. You just got to use Haiku. You sound like me and my wife. This is me and her on stream mode as well. This is us being reasonable with each other. Okay, interesting. So Convex Stripe. So wait, you don't even have to code anymore. I don't understand. This just does everything for you. Candy, stop it. Candy. What are you doing? It's so annoying. But how does this work then? What does this do? Can you go back to Convex and look at the agent schema? Each component gets its DB. Each component gets its own database. Yeah, I saw that before, I'm pretty sure. I would see what table is created for you. It's this one here. Is this what you mean? I assume this is what you mean. This is a really good way to build with agents that people probably don't know about. You're so moody today. What happened? Like app. Wait, what do you mean? App. Oh.
Candy.
I know. Oh, I didn't even know this existed. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, this is wait.
You want
Wait. What the fuck is this? Sorry. Okay, no. Okay. I just have one, that's fine. I didn't even know that was a thing. That confused the hell out of me for a second. Okay, so this is like a scalable way to build agents, I guess, because it's already got all of the stuff that you need to build them. That's a really good piece of advice. Thanks, actually. And then what? This has everything you need, right? What is it? So then if you wanted to add a new one, you could just, I guess there's, oh yeah, threads, here we go. This is what you need. Interessante. Molto interessante. So if you do, if you, wait, if you install Stripe here, what happens? Does it add new tables or something? Is that how it works? And is this Next.js as well? No, it'll be Vite, right? React, yes, maybe. Or Vite. Vite plus. Okay, interesting. New tables. So that's how it works. Where would the new tables go? Because I just ran it. Agent app. No. You have to register the component.
stop it?
Oh, I see. That is super interesting, though. This is also in 5173. So this is basically coding without errors, right? I don't think people really know this exists.
You.
Oh, Oh. Yeah, the components are self-contained, so integrating them gives their own database, their own logic, and their own webhooks. It works pretty much the same way every time. This is what people want. And you could almost build a lovable clone with this. This is probably what they use, actually. Well, they probably don't use exactly this, but they use something like this for sure. I don't know. One to mull over for sure. One to mull over for sure. Guys, I've got a lot to think about. I'm probably going to end the stream because my fiance is just getting more and more frustrated with me as well as the seconds tick by. I don't really know why, to be honest. She just seems to be a bit moody today for some reason. Maybe it's because she stayed up till 6 a.m. watching Stranger Things. Possibly could be that. Is it confusing for Claude? Yeah, that's a good question, actually. But I think Claude could probably handle it. Is there like a slash components thing? Yeah, oh yeah. This is what you need. AI agent, WorkOS, AuthKit, Stripe, AI agent. 14,000 weekly downloads. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, exactly. It's documented. So if you give it all of this, it would work because it would have all of this. It has cron here as well. Fucking hell. Resend. Wait, this is everything you need to build a set. Fucking hell. This is a lot to chew on here. What is autumn? What there needs to be is there needs to be like a SaaS that does payments and lets people just play around. No webhooks. How do you work? What do you mean no webhooks? Yeah, Convex is crazy. Free. Free until 8K revenue. That's what I wanted to see. But I would already be paying this. Maybe not actually. 50K murr. Let's chat. Okay. I mean, if you're making money, you can pay money, right? If it's easy. How does this work exactly? I'm gonna guess that this connects to Stripe, set up pricing plans, and Stripe subscriptions. So it looks like it does just connect to Stripe. Like Polar, yeah, that was the other option. If that's true, then fuck you. Honestly, why have I been using Stripe if that's true? Mex is fairly new as far as I know, but I might be wrong. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yeah, because Bilal only 16K stars on Convex and 50K on Spec Kit. It's just the way it is, guys. Honestly, it's the thing I was talking about before with crypto. I honestly, I don't even. I know that Kenrick uses Spec Kit, but they take a larger cut. I don't mind if they take a cut. Honestly, they can have a cut if it's easy to use. They can have all the cut they want. Does this all? I mean, this looks pretty complicated to be honest with you. Oh, Vercel AI SDK support. Interesting. Oops. I guess you have less headache with Polar because they are MOR. I don't know what that means. MOR. I don't know. I'm just always trying to look at making things easier to build. You all right, love? Is it your thing? Your brace? You just got something stuck in your teeth. Is there any advantage to using this, I guess, would be my question, over Stripe? Stripe is obviously complicated. Is this less complicated? Merchant of record. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at this new stack, I guess. Just Convex for everything, basically. That's my new stack, guys. What do you think? What do you think, guys? I'm gonna have to end stream because my fiance is just getting angrier and angrier by the second for some reason. I really don't know why. I think she just woke up moody. It happens. Happens to the best of us. Ugh. So yeah, my new stack is just Convex for everything. Convex components seem really interesting. I'm gonna have a look into them a little bit more. Um, I'm just curious to see like what the setup is. Like, do you need to give them all your information? Can you get started now and then fix it later? Where's my organization? Just get her $20 Claude Code subscription. She's way beyond that. She's using 900 bucks in 4 days. Describe your product and how you want to sell it. I am a SaaS. Help me, bro. Oh, verify your identity. It's always the same. I guess that makes sense because it's payments, but I wish there was just a way to like start accepting payments for a bit. Submit for review. Yeah, I hate that shit. Validation. Yeah, standard. Is there just no way to like start and then like if it works, then you have to submit details? Because one of the things that is just annoying about this is you have to set everything up first, right? It's always the same. I get it, it's finance, so you kind of have to legally have that, but I don't know. It'd just be nice if there was one that you could do, and then only when you make $1,000, for example, or if you get to 1,000 then you need to sort all that out. I don't know. Maybe that's just wishful thinking. That would be cool though, because you can't accept payments, right? It's based on Stripe. Yeah, exactly. There have been one thing similar to Polo where you can sign up as an individual on the old name. Yeah, it's all the same shit. I just wish there was just an easy one. Use Gumroad, yeah, no. Not Gumroad. I just don't want to have to run, like, every time you start a new SaaS, you have to run through. I mean, Stripe just made a pretty cool change. I don't know if people saw this, but Stripe Organizations, I think it's called. This looks pretty cool. I think you can then just, like, start a new one, right? Easily, easy peasy. I think this would be cool, but I think this is even harder to set up. I did see this though. I mean, this is the closest thing because then you can just pop up a new business in like an hour, right? And it's just done, and you don't have to wait for the verification and all that shit. I'll probably try and set this up off stream, and I'll talk about it. But yeah, it's just annoying that you can't just pop up a business, right? But I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how complicated this is. I don't want to log into Stripe on stream, to be honest with you. Oh, this is quite old outfit. I didn't know that. Yeah, this is the problem right here. Yeah, we need to set this up. I need to set this up. Guys, I'm going to stop streaming. I'm going to set this up and do a few other things. I really need like an easy way to pop up a new business, basically. And we are just basically organizations, right? Everything is under the craft agency banner. So, guys, I'm going to end there. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll probably be back tomorrow. I might do some live. I might build that idea that we had earlier live on stream. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to stop for now.